I saw a reel the other day, and it reminded me of something I used to feel strongly. I didn't want parenting to consume me, but my perspective has shifted since then. The reel was from Kier Gaines, a dad who talks a lot about family. In it, he said he's not just a dad, and he needs his own space sometimes. And honestly, that's a real feeling. Most parents know what it's like to want breathing room. I was there. I'm in a very unique situation. I have been a stepfather. I gotta make a video on that, but it's not just 5 years. It's actually more so 8, 9 years, okay? That is why I'm able to look at this video from this perspective of, yes, I've been there and I have found a way out. In his reel, he mentions his mother and how she used to give it all to being a mother. I don't think that happens overnight. She wasn't born saying, I want to be a mother and I'm going to give all my life to my children. I don't think she was born that way. I don't think there was never a time in her life where she was like, if you were not born, I would be somewhere else making so much more money. I think she had the same issues, the same problem that this Kier is having. She would have made the same video if she had Instagram at the time. They're making it seem like parenthood is a prison. It's not a prison. You're not locked away. And for so long, I thought that. I thought, hey, I gotta be a father, so if I'm a father, I gotta make sure I fill in all these blanks correctly, because if I don't, I'm gonna fail. But then I realized there's no instructor. Who's gonna grade me except God? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to pass no test. I'm the one who's making this test. I'm the one who's making all of these father-like qualities and etc., etc. I learned that I am the curator of a good father. Just like you are the curator of a good father and you are the curator of a good mother. Parenting is not erasing who I am. It's adding on to who I am. Yes, I am a dad, but I'm also a caregiver, and I'm also a gamer, and I'm also a reader, and I'm also, what I learned is that time is valuable. Time does belong to you, and having time for you is precious, but you don't need 24 hours for yourself. Like, you don't. You just don't, man. You don't need to be with yourself 24/7. That is what I am realizing. And also, if you feel like you're not getting enough time for yourself, what is that saying about you? What do you need? It's not up for us to decide. It's not up for the internet to decide what you need. That is something that you have to sit with and figure out. There is always a solution to the problems that we have. All we have to do is spend time on those problems, trying to discover those solutions. And no, solutions are not always easy. They don't always come tomorrow. They don't always come a week later. Sometimes it takes years for those solutions to come to fruition. You have to fight for it, and you cannot let your children keep you from fighting for it, because if you stop fighting for it, they're eventually going to stop fighting for it as well. And that's what I discovered. The ultimate path of fatherhood is to always strive to be great, because when you're striving to be great, everybody around you is going to strive for greatness as well. I do not hate fatherhood. There is not a piece of me that would say that I don't like being a father. Now, it's like I want to be honest with you all, and I want to say
I need help. I just need help.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
I'm going to have bad days. It comes with the territory of living. So I cannot go through this video. I cannot go through any of my content and blame my life situations for the reason, for the cause of me having a bad day. I was reading a book to my son while we were waiting for my daughter to come back from her procedure. It was Dogman's Comics by Dave Pilkey or something like that. It's a Scarlet Shedder and his friends. In the book, there was a chapter where the father was reminiscing of the time that he was so depressed about not having his father and having to move into this small box of an apartment where he didn't even have his own bedroom. And then at the end of the chapter, he meets a friend, and his friend tells him life is about how we react, okay? How are you going to react to being a father? What are you going to do? If you are not happy, what do you need to do so that you can be happy? How much time do you need for yourself so that you can be happy? Life is a balance, man. It's a balance act, and you can find balance in any place in your life. You definitely can. I have 24 hours in a day. What do I want to fight for? What does my family need? What does God need? And how can we put it all together to make a beautiful story for the day? And if the story doesn't go just as planned, it is okay, because I get to try again tomorrow, God willing. I hope you all enjoyed my babble today. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you are new, and I want to leave this with you to maybe inspire some conversations down in the comments. Where do you see your own growth as a parent? In the big milestones or the small daily choices no one notices? Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace and one love.